Hey tubers, it's me again. It is Monday. We got like 3 or 4 cars to work on this week. But hey, you know what? This is a repeat. This is the one that we've done a bunch of stuff to. We just did the brake bleed. I think I showed a video on that. We did put shocks on it and everything. Well, the customer complaint on this one now is that the VSA light comes on, and so one of the first things you do is you're going to go and you check the what do you call it? See it up there? Let's see if I can get in on it. Oh, it's not lighting up. So anyways, check the fluid. Well, the fluid's gone out of the reservoir. It's almost all gone. And so I went, not that I thought that I did anything wrong, but it's always smart just to go and revisit, what you've done. So jacked it up, checked out all the bleeder valves, and nothing. So I'm going to get to the quick of this for you guys. There was a recall notice on 05, 06, 07. If I can get a print out of it, I'm going to show that in this video. But these brake masters right here, the seal is bad. And what happens is that there's no visible signs of brake fluid out on the ground from any of the wheels or anything. The seal is bad in here. It is taking and putting the brake fluid inside this brake booster. So that brake booster's got a whole bunch of what do you call it, brake fluid in there. So we're going to take this old master cylinder out. We got a brand new one to replace it, and then we're going to take and suck all the fluid out of there and see if it comes back. Obviously we're going to have to take and bleed out the brake lines again because the pedal is super soft. So we'll be back in a little bit and show you what's going on. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay guys, I'll let you know where we are. Look right down in here. We've disconnected both brake lines, and we got the nuts off the master cylinder on both sides, and we should be able to just take and pull this bad chicken straight out, unless there's something else that I don't know about. Let's see, that's out. That's out. We're there to catch any leakage. Let's see what the heck. Alright. Okay guys, we got the old one out. I'm just going to tell you right now, on this particular one, I had to take and put a screwdriver back behind here and down there, and it popped right off. Reason being is that it's got this O-ring seal. This is the new one that's getting ready to go in. We're going to put it in, we're going to fill it up with fluid, we're going to leave these loose. I can't even see my fingers. We're going to leave these loose, and then we're going to pump on the brake, just like you're bleeding brakes, to get the air out of the master cylinder, and then we're going to go around to all 4 wheels and make sure that we've taken that. But we've got a rag down underneath of there. Whoops. We've got a rag down underneath of there, and that's going to catch that little bit until no more bubbles come out, and then we'll tighten up the brake lines from over here. So yeah, screwdriver back behind here to take and get that bad chicken out. But you don't have to do anything on the inside of the car. This is all done externally. And oh crap, I wish I could show you. This is whatever. Does it say what size this thing is? It's got to be like a 32 ounce thirst buster. It's like a 40. Look how much brake fluid is in there. There's at least, I'm going to say, almost a quart. We sucked almost a quart out of that brake booster. I'll try to show you the machine that we used to get it all out. So I don't think it's going to hurt that diaphragm, because I see a lot of guys will take in what do you call it? They'll try to recondition diaphragms and stuff in brake fluid. So that's where we are. Okay, back in a bit. Okay guys, about 10 minutes later, the new reservoir and what do you call it, master cylinder is in. The fluid has been sucked out of the brake booster. The lines We just bled them to get the air out of the cylinder. Now we're going to go through and make sure there's no air in the lines. So we're going to redo the lines, bleed those at each one, starting with the farthest one away, which would be the passenger rear, and then just work our way up and putting in the new fluid. So yeah, that's where we are for right now, and it's looking good, going pretty fast. This old, it's 2006. This old manifold boot's got a rip in it, but we're going to tape it up so we don't get a check engine light. All right, back a little bit. Okay, tubers, so this is the last wheel right here. My buddy Gary, he's famous now. Buddy Gary's putting the wheel back on. Everything is all done, it's all bled. Let's see, we are gonna top that off. It's really hard to see, but you can see it in there to the max line. Let's see, right there just below. So I'm gonna top that off, and we're gonna take it back. So hey Gary, do you still have the printout of the what do you call it, the service bulletin for this, or was it on your phone?
It was on my phone.
Okay, if I get that before I publish you guys, I'll show you the service bulletin that says that seal back there is defective. Honda swears that they replaced it. I don't know. This is the old one right here. Here's the old one. So this is where it was leaking. It was leaking right from down around there. So each time when she goes to step on the pedal, that you can actually hear it leaking. Hear it? So it's leaking there and dumping right down inside of the brake booster. So this is the old one. We don't need that. Okay, that's it. We're done. I'm out. Hey, shout out to Gary, you guys. I couldn't do a lot of what I do for you guys without him. So, all right, we're done. We're out. Okay, tubers. So I just want to take and show you. This is what we use to take and get that brake fluid out of that the booster. So, but it's one of those cheap little ones like you get from like AutoZone or Harbor Freight. But the only way that we could do it is because the end. Let's see if focus. You can squeeze it like this, and it'll slide down in between the spring, and it'll bottom out in the very bottom of the booster, and it got all of it out. So it'll only be like whatever little bit of residue was left inside on the booster. So I feel confident that that's going to be a-okay. But yeah, this is what we use to get the fluid out with. So alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Leave a comment right down there below. Everybody, thumbs up for Gary. Give a shout out for Gary because he reads the comments too. And that's it. We're done.